I gotta stop this commercial.
Playing these commercials.
How do you mute?
I don't know. I just turned my volume all the way down.
Oh. I never use my phone for anything
We have
YouTube
sound,
related.
he says.
Okay, we have sound.
Yeah, Paul says we have sound.
I just had to turn the microphone on.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see if it works.
I'm pretty exhausted.
Okay, we have
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I just had to turn the
Yeah.
microphone
You'll have to turn the volume down.
on. I'm trying. I'm not a pro.
I'm not here.
See, this is why I don't like going live, and I'm MamaV wanted to come over. We wanted to solidify which chickens,
Right.
which ladies
Yeah.
she's gonna be getting.
Got my list.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you want to come over? Let's do a live show. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I know it's fun to do it and have somebody else around. You know, when you're doing your live, it makes it much better.
Oh, now the video is blurry. I can't do anything about the video.
Okay.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul Honeyman, Markham, Full Blown Country.
That's right. Armada's
Oh,
here.
yeah. All right.
Mama Murphy.
We're good. And I do a live show, and I'm sitting like,
Yeah,
and I never
know.
do this in real life. I just don't use my phone very much. So what? One thing we wanted to talk about is altruistic homestead, farmstead.
Mhm.
That's right. I knew that difference. Our altruistic farmstead.
Right.
I hope I put a link in the description of this video, but if we get some moderators in here,
Yeah,
I
we've got
will-
Jan. You can post that link, Jan, for
she
Altruistic
in here?
Farmstead. Yeah, she's here.
Oh, thank you, Simply Jan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, altruistic homestead. So they've been to your place a couple times.
Mhm.
They came a couple weeks ago.
They did. They came a couple weeks ago, and they saved my bus. It was sunk in the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
After all the rain, it just, you weren't driving it around. It just,
It dropped into the ground, and they were able to bring over the air jack and the tractor, and literally lifted the bus up out of the mud and moved it over, and we got it on dry ground. Well, kind of dry ground.
better than it was.
Better than it was.
Yeah.
And
So
then
that
they
was
came back.
awesome. And then for your birthday bash.
They did. They come back for my birthday bash, and they are some amazing people. They are a wonderful couple.
Yeah.
Great family.
Altruistic meaning giving,
Right. Altruistic
charitable,
Farmstead, that's
helping, and they really do embody that. The name of their channel. And you had a nice birthday gift.
I did. They gave me my little truck there.
Yeah, it got you here today
It
and
did.
the other day. And,
Right.
Oh yeah, I know that's a big relief for you.
Yes, I've been able to do all kinds of running around. I got mail, groceries, gas for the generator. Been able to come over here a couple times. And
You hear all those roosters making that sound? They probably can't hear it. There's a crow flying over, and look at them all. They're all running into the coop.
oh,
That's one of the beauties of a rooster.
oh,
Is their heads are always up looking for stuff, and they've got a specific sound that they make, and the hens know right away. The hens don't look up to see what's going around. They hear that sound and they
head for
head
shelter.
for safety.
Awesome.
It's really a beautiful thing to watch, a rooster in this flock. You'll get there someday.
I will get there someday. One of these days I'll have a rooster and my hens.
Yeah, altruistic homestead. They did all the cooking. Empty homestead
did.
sent some meat, and
Right.
they cooked it all up
Yeah, they
for us.
sent hamburgers, hot dogs, brats, and eggs. And so we had a feast, and Jen from Altruistic Farmstead did a lot of the cooking that day. We gave her a break on the second day.
Yeah.
We cooked breakfast and gave her a little break then. But yes, they're an amazing family, and they're doing amazing things for the community. and they feed the hungry every week.
And one tool, one piece of equipment that could really help them in their, their quest to feed the hungry. And they do a lot of volunteer work and provide a lot of free stuff. But they're trying to raise enough for a freeze dryer.
They are. Harvest Right freeze dryer.
Harvest Right freeze dryer. And that would help them provide for people in need.
Right.
And so if Simply Jan can put a link, was there a PayPal link that I think I saw?
There was a PayPal link directly for that particular fundraiser that they set up when I did my live on Wednesday. And so that money is going directly towards that Harvest Right freeze dryer. And
I didn't catch the end of your live video. Did they give an update on? Because
right, we raised $400 during my live.
Good deal.
And so they have $1,200 left. I don't know as of this morning if they've had more donations or not, but they're getting close.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully that was one of the ideas we had.
Right.
Well, what are we going to talk about on a live today? Is to point you in the direction of Altruistic Farmstead. Altruistic Farmstead. They're trying to raise money for a freeze dryer. They raise pigs. They're in Oklahoma.
Yes.
We need to go check them out someday.
I know.
You hear that, Jen and Wiley? We're coming for you.
Yeah, we're going to come and visit you one day.
But that would really help them out. I think they do weekly meals.
They do.
And, mass meals for dozens and dozens of people.
Right. I think they fed 150 this week.
Wow.
Every Wednesday they go live. They show the preparation, the meal, and then the cleanup.
Oh, I missed that. So they did that live.
Right.
Yeah, you want to check out their channel also. If you can't send them a PayPal to help out, watching their videos like a live show.
Right.
And you'll see them.
Right. They're very, very close to being monetized. They've got enough subscribers and they're getting really close on watch hours. So
okay.
if you can watch their videos, that helps a lot.
Yeah. So you can leave our live show and go check them out. Come back and watch the replay.
Come back and watch us.
Yeah, we really wanted to highlight Altruistic Farmstead.
Yep. Jan
great
just put up the link there.
Yeah.
Hey, Marion, Texas.
They were at the Okie Homesteaders Expo. They had a booth there.
They did.
They auctioned off a cedar chest. Wiley does some woodwork and uses that to their benefit.
Yeah, and fun fact, the lady who won the cedar chest, Renee, she donated it back to them to raffle again.
Oh.
To try to raise some more money, right?
Yeah, people are good. People are good in this community.
Yep.
So when's the raffle?
I'm not sure.
It's probably new. They got to figure that out.
Right,
yet.
yeah, they've got to figure that out. Yeah, it was pretty new. They did announce that Wednesday, and
they'll probably be going to that other meetup.
They're not going to be going to Shoot Day because they have prior commitments.
Oh.
But
we'll find them a good place to auction that off.
Right. Yeah, they'll get it auctioned off again.
And I'm not even looking at the...
Liver Jesus says we'll give them watch hours. Looks interesting. Ridge Life, $49.99 super chat. Some gas money for Boss
Wait,
Hog.
what?
$50, $49.99 super chat from Tim.
Thank you. Wow.
Gas money for Boss Hog.
Yeah. And it was, it's not as bad here in Arkansas. It's been a few days, but it was like $3.69.
Yeah. It depends on what you're getting. The non-ethanol gas for the generator is pretty expensive.
Yeah,
it's
that was like $4.09.
Yeah, it's over $4.
And then diesel you're gonna need some of that too.
$4.30. Yeah, it's getting up there too, but
we're not $5-6 like West Coast,
Exactly.
and so we're lucky.
And it's warming up, so I won't need the diesel for much longer. That's just for my heater.
That's just for your heater?
That's just for the heater.
Yeah. Hopefully, it got chilly last night. It dipped down into the 30s.
It did. I did run it last night a little bit.
But it was like low 40s when our sun came out this morning. But it's probably 60 right now. It's supposed to hit 70 today.
I know.
And I think spring is here to stay.
I think so. It's time to get the garden planted.
Ah, yeah.
Been working on that. Been working on building a chicken coop. Bring some of these girls home.
So have we finalized our 6 hens,
We have.
we think?
We have. Yeah.
I tested a few more to give her a choice. And you're going to snag one of them.
One of them, yeah. Yep, one of them is a keeper, and 5 of the ones I had already chosen. Yeah, so we'll have a variety of colors in there, and some beautiful hens.
Yeah.
Beautiful hens.
And I wish I wish I could help more people with what they want. I'm getting there though. I wasn't prepared this spring because I stopped hatching last fall over the winter. And normally, see, if I had to hatch chicks in October and raise them, well, November, December, January, February, March. Are we in March? Yeah, we're in March. So
yeah, we're still
5
in March.
months old, they would be, the boys from the girls,
Right.
and they'd be almost at the point of lay.
Right.
So if I had been hatching chicks in October, but yeah, life goes on.
Life goes on. That's right. And
We've
you
got-
will have some baby chicks, and
Yeah, all of my Morans and White and True Blue chicks are spoken for until I think my first hatch that I'll have those available will be the end of May.
yeah.
So those are already sold out, so to speak. And the White and True Blues at Murray McMurray Hatchery are sold out
Oh wow.
until at least this fall.
Wow.
So they're, stuff like that is still in high demand. I'll have plenty of Easter eggers and green eggers available that are hatching. So if you're in the state of Arkansas, I can't ship eggs. I can't ship baby chicks. There's a federal regulation. You have to jump through a whole bunch of hoops and inspections and blood tests of every single one of your birds, and you get the privilege of paying for all those blood tests. And they inspect your property. So I'd have to jump through all those hoops before I can mail chicks or hatching eggs outside of the state of Arkansas. But for right now, I can still do business within the state of Arkansas.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing for a couple of years.
So we got a question on here from
Oh,
Tim.
yeah.
It says, do you ever plan on working with Americanas or Silkies?
Americanas, I actually have 4. Americanas are, how do I put this? There are true Americanas that are spelled correctly, Americana. So those are an actual breed that's recognized by the American Poultry Association. There are standards for what they need to look like, and those are an actual breed. But there are other chickens that some hatcheries call Americanas, and it's spelled Americana. So there's an I in that one. And those are fake Americanas. Those are more like Easter eggers. With a real Americana, they're going to breed true for blue eggs. You breed them together, you're always going to get blue eggs. With the other kind of Americana, that's actually an Easter egger, those are, they don't breed true for the blue eggs. You can get blues, greens, light browns, tans. That's where some of the pink eggs come from. So there's a lot of confusion with Americanas. So when I was researching, years ago, which chickens to get into, I came across the Whiting True Blues. They also breed true for those blue eggs like the Americanas do. But there's no controversy. Is it an Americana with an I or an Americana with an AU? So I chose the Whiting True Blues. Whiting True Blues were developed by a gentleman, Dr. Tom Whiting. He got his PhD in poultry genetics from the University of Arkansas. So he's got kind of a hometown flavor. And while he was there getting his PhD, he worked with a blue egg breed, and they eventually became the Whiting True Blues, and they are, he also has Whiting True Greens. He sold those rights to Murray McMurray Hatchery. So they're the only hatchery where you can get his Whiting True Blues. He actually used Americanas to create the Whiting True Blues. Americanas and Americanas and Leghorns. And what his goal with the Whiting True Blues would be that Whiting True Blues laid more eggs than Americanas, and they laid larger eggs than Americanas. So they were meant to be more of a production blue egg layer. I don't plan on working with Americanas. Long story short, I plan on working with the Whiting True Blues. They're more of a production. they've got that leghorn in them. So they're more of a production egg-laying breed, and that's something that I think is good for, well, for people looking for lots of eggs and smaller birds. They don't eat a lot, and so I really like my white and true blues. But Americanas, I've got 4 of them, and they're nice birds. They lay beautiful eggs. They're not as productive egg layers as the white and true blues. But great question. You get me talking about chickens, I'll almost take up an hour.
There you go.
Oh, Arkansas Microfarm. Yeah, Arkansas Microfarm. I saw it, yeah. I'll be mentioning you in a video coming up. The history of poultry breeds. Yeah, let's go further into this. Where did Americanas come from? Blue egg-laying chickens originated in South America. They were discovered, you know, Columbus days. So, and they started, you know, they discovered these chickens that lay blue eggs, and so some of them went back to Europe and Asia and other places. In Europe, specifically, I think it was England, they brought that blue egg breed from Central America to England, and the cream leg bars were created in Europe as a true blue breed. They've got the crest on top, and they're a very popular blue egg breed. Let's see. So that's one breed that was created from these South American birds. Another breed, the ones that came to the U.S. in like the 1950s and 60s, a breed was created called the Americanas from the blue eggs. And the Americanas, they didn't have tails. Most of them didn't have tails. And they had a genetic defect where only half of the eggs that they laid would hatch. And so that it's hard to, you know, keep the line going when half of the kids have a genetic defect that they don't hatch. So breeders took the Americanas and bred them with some other breeds to create the Americanas and to get rid of that genetic birth defect. So that's where the Americanas came from. And then from there was another blue egg breed in, I want to say, Nordish countries, Sweden, Silverwoods Blue. They were a blue egg breed created from that original blue eggs from Central America. And now, just within the past 15 years, Dr. Tom Whiting created white and true blues. So, yeah, all of the blue egg breeds are kind of related, and they've been separated for specific reasons. So it's pretty cool. So I've got the most modern. My white and true blues aren't recognized by the APA. You won't see them in poultry shows. And that's okay with me. I'm not big on that. I'm big on the egg production with less food costs.
Arkansas Microphone says, what are your thoughts on leghorns?
I've got 2 right now. They lay big white eggs every day. Yeah, and they don't eat a lot of feed. Yeah, they're great. They're great. You can go to Tractor Supply and pick up a handful of them. One thing is, well, and it depends on the breeder and where you get them, but they're a little bit more flighty. And by flighty, I mean they're nervous when you come in. They're going to run away from you. They might like hopping the fence and going off and doing their own thing. They're not going to eat out of your hand nice. Now, some people have had leghorns that have been very, very docile. I think if you've got a flock of only leghorns, they're probably going to be more wild. But like my 2 leghorns, I have them with the Morans. And so the Morans are very calm. And so it kind of calms down the leghorns when they're part of that flock. But for leghorns, you can't get a more productive egg layer. They are small birds. They don't eat a lot, but they're going to lay a big egg every single day. So yeah, I love the idea of leghorns.
Very cool. Empty Homestead's here. Say
Empty,
hi.
thanks for the hamburger. Yeah, Petty Jean River Homestead. We're going to be hooking up with Bobby Dix, and he might be getting some girls for me.
All right.
Hopefully we can team up and help her get her chicken coop done, and
Yeah, I've got a little more to do now.
some community building. Ooh, despurring roosters. Ridge Life, how do you feel about the practice of despurring roosters? I've never done it because if a rooster gets fresh with me, he's doesn't stick around. So I've
Freezer
been,
camp.
yeah, and I've been selecting for nice roosters for, I'm like on my 5th generation here. So it doesn't happen a lot. So I don't have any first-hand knowledge on that. So I'll just say, I don't think it hurts them if you do it right. That's what I've heard, but I haven't done it. I've really never had a need to get rid of their spurs. I know it, when they start getting older, their spurs can get too long. And I have seen suggestions that you want to, you know, they'll have problems walking and stuff like that. So that could create a problem. But just get nice roosters. If they're not nice, then come get a nice rooster for me and put yours in the crock pot.
There you go. There you go. Yours actually are pretty good. I was even walking in there with them, and there's only one. There's one kind of sidestepping, and
Yeah.
yeah, but the rest of them were super, super nice.
Oh.
Let's see. My 2 chickens keep pecking out the others' feathers on the chest of 2 hens. Tried purple spray, but it doesn't deter them. What do you think?
Oh, see, I've never had a situation like that. Yeah, the blue spray, that's what I've read. So I think you're on the right track there. Separation, I know not everybody has 8 flocks like me, but separating them for a little while.
And you just got a $100 super chat
No
from
way.
Mary.
Mary
Thanks,
in
Jeff,
Texas.
for all you do.
Oh, thank you so much.
There you go.
Thank you so much. And we're here today for Altruistic
That's
Homestead,
right.
though.
And she said she donated. She said she went over there and donated.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Mary.
Yes. For
We've
the super
got
chat
a lot
and for
of
donating for Altruistic. That's amazing.
Christy Smith. I de-spurred one and he turned into the devil.
Oh.
Well,
Made it worse, huh?
yeah. See, chickens, they've got different
It
personalities.
kind of tick them off, you know, when you take their spurs away.
Yeah. Well, like that one that Anthony was holding the other day,
Right.
he started barking back a little bit once he
Right.
let him down. But yeah, chickens all have different personalities, even within the same breed. Like I was talking about leghorns. You know, some of them are really flighty, but even within that same breed, you're going to get a variety of personalities and temperaments.
Yeah.
So,
Those
yeah.
Sapphire Run roosters, they're so docile.
They are.
They're great.
Yeah, I really love that breed for if you got kids, you know,
Right.
or anything like that. You just feel safe around them. But they don't lay a lot of eggs, so there's trade-offs.
Right?
Yeah, I've never had a whiting, a leghorn rooster. My opinion of leghorns may change if I ever had
Right.
a leghorn.
There you go. I know, your whiting true blue rooster over there, he is gorgeous. Beautiful colors.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen him on the videos, but
What is the most yolks you've seen in one egg? I had an egg inside of an egg,
oh wow.
and I kid you not, it was about that big. It was from one of my Morans. There was a full-blown egg in it, and then another egg and another shell. And she passed away, I think, a couple days after she laid that egg.
Wow.
But so that was a weird double yoker.
Yeah.
You don't want those. But I don't get a lot of double yokers. I get some from my whiting true blues. Usually around this time of the year, they're getting back into the swing of things, and all the kinks aren't out of their egg laying machines in there. But I don't get a lot of double yokers.
So is there more than double yokers, or?
Yeah,
Two.
they're,
Oh, you can get more than.
yeah.
Wow.
Like that egg inside of an egg, it's rare, but it's common enough that we know what causes it. But sometimes you'll get a double yoker inside of another egg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that is not good for the hen.
No, I bet.
There are some breeds that you'll get, most of their eggs will be double yokers. It's because I know somebody was talking the other day about they buy dozens of eggs and they're all double yokers. So I think that some of the production brown egg layers, they're not going to sell those in stores. So,
Right.
but how about you, Tim? Have you had a triple yoker yet? And I've had a no yoker. I had a no yoker the other
Oh wow.
day. Little fairy eggs.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
No yolk.
No yolk at all.
No yolks there.
That's cool.
Yeah, some of them remember that video. Yeah, Christina, I get a lot of double yolkers from my ducks. Cool. No, Ridge Life hasn't had any.
None for him, yeah, none for him.
All right. Ridge Life, I gotta set him, he's been so, I gotta set you up with some girls. I'm hatching them. See, if I start hatching, anyway, this fall, I should have a bunch that are like 4 or 5 months old. I'll know what males and females. And so hopefully I'll have some pullets ready this fall for people.
Right.
If the world doesn't end before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, empty homestead, fairy eggs and no yolks. You got some of their eggs. You were
Right. Oh, yeah.
talking about that earlier.
Right. Yes.
They had browns and
They had the empty homestead eggs.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were gorgeous eggs. Lots of speckles and ombre. In fact, the prettiest speckled one and the ombre egg, I have not used those yet.
It's hard to
I know,
sometimes.
they're so pretty. But yeah, they had some gorgeous eggs, and I have an overabundance of eggs at the moment.
But they had a good variety. What kind of chickens you got?
Yeah, what kind of
Empty
chickens?
Homestead?
Empty homestead.
And wasn't she
Mary?
telling you about a rooster that was?
Yeah, she's got a rooster that's giving her headaches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's being a little mean.
I got nice roosters, and I bet you've got a crock pot. We can fix that.
Yeah, we'll fill the freezer.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at empty homesteads. See if I can figure out what kind of.
Well, she
kind of
actually
chickens
mentioned
they
it
got?
on their live Wednesday night, so you go watch that live and you. they'll
Ooh,
tell
an
you what
I am
kind.
Simani rooster.
Ah, that's what it is.
Batman, he is mean.
Batman, yeah.
Yeah, see some of those, that's kind of a rare breed, the I am Sims, and they're a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to put up with mean roosters. Like the Bantam roosters, I've never had one, but people say the smaller the rooster, the meaner they are. And I watch a lot of Cog Hill,
Okay.
and he's got a lot of those bannies.
Yeah.
They get rid of their mean roosters too.
Yeah, Deborah and Brett have a little Bantam that thing is wild.
Yeah.
Little bitty thing, but
Yeah,
was
they'd
wild.
take on my Morans, and the sad thing is they'd probably beat up my Morans because he's just whatever, dude.
right? There you go. Yep, Jen's still putting that PayPal link in there if anybody
Thank
wants
you,
to
Simply
donate
Jan.
for
PayPal for altruistic farmstead,
the Harvest Right.
for their Harvest Right freeze dryer,
Mhm.
so that the food that they're producing on their farmstead that can be preserved. And you need to when they're doling out 100 meals.
Right, yeah.
That's
They're
a-
going well over 100 meals now a week, and they're doing this, and this will give them the opportunity to expand that with MRE style meals that somebody that doesn't have access to regular cooking equipment can put hot water in and have a full meal
Oh yeah.
later on.
Yeah.
So
And I know, like food banks and stuff, they're always desperate for fresh vegetables,
Right.
or even, freeze-dried fresh vegetables, or the same thing. But yeah, that way they can serve more people
right.
and reach more people. And so you're not just helping out altruistic farmstead, you're helping out them pass it along to
Right.
the hundreds of people that they'll be helping out
Yeah.
with that harvest right.
Helping them bless others.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Off topic, Mary wants to know if you are going to get a P.O. box.
I had one, but I'm up in the air right now. We'll see. I'm not getting one in Havana again. I kind of burnt my bridge with the mail lady there.
Oh, there you go. Have to kind of go the other direction.
Yeah, having a P.O. box does you no good when they send all your packages back within 3 days.
Oh, no.
And don't notify you that you have a package.
Oh,
and
no.
So, yeah, I had to close that down, but
Right.
maybe in the future.
Well, just send them over to mine. It's
Yeah.
close enough.
My whole life is
I'll
up
throw
in the
'em over
air
to
right
you.
now, so I'm good.
There you go. We have Majestic Marans, Sapphire Gems, Easter Eggers, Barred Rock, Rhode Island Red, and Lavender Orpington, all laying. That's Terry, Empty Homestead.
Didn't see it.
When it mixes.
Oh
with,
yeah, Majestic Morans. Those are like, oh, they're a cross between Barred Rock and I think Black Copper Moran
Oh,
to help the Morans be more productive.
okay.
Morans do not lay very many eggs, but
Right.
Barred Rocks are one of the better egg producers. So, and they still lay darker brown eggs. I haven't had those. A lot of people love them.
Right.
And the Sapphire Gems, I think those are blues or sapphire.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So I got my White and True Blues that color.
Right.
But yeah, and Easter Eggers, Barred Rock, Rhode Island Red, Lavender Orpington, Barred Rocks, Rhode Island Reds, Lavender or Orpingtons. Lavender is a newer color, but those have been around for generations.
Right. Yeah.
Those are tried and true breeds. I know the Orpingtons are more likely to go broody and hatch out chicks, so that's something good for some homesteaders. But yeah, that's how you build a backyard flock, is have some fun with it, and
Yeah.
you've got your different strengths. then they have
Congratulations,
mixes.
Arkansas Micro Farm, on the new grandbaby coming.
Oh, Polish and brown. Polish have those top hats.
Right. Yeah, they have that little.
Yeah,
You've got one back there that's got kind of a top hat.
yeah,
going
that's
on.
number 2's offspring. There might be some Polish in her. I don't. She was left here. I don't know where she came from.
Yeah, your internet's good to go. I hope your internet is as good at the new place as it is now. Yeah.
I have no.
There is internet down
There's
there.
no
You
internet.
got to go up the top of the hill, and you might get a bar. Yeah.
There's no cell phone service
Yeah.
either. So I signed up for Starlink in February of last year.
Anthony Roxanne CRC.
They must not be watching my live.
They must not be in here.
Sorry.
Sorry, Anthony and Roxanne. We're on a live
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
scheming for more egg to egg
Right.
series videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, internet. Yeah, I have no internet down at the new place. It was supposed to be there last fall. Then they said by the end of the year. And now the latest is it'll be there in April. So, yeah, and I can't really do anything without internet. So I'm waiting on internet. But Starlink is Elon Musk. He's got the SpaceX
Right.
program. And I think last week they launched two
2 new satellites. Yeah.
well, no, two
No.
batches of
2
satellites.
batches.
Each batch is like, I think one was 54 satellites.
Oh wow.
The other one was close to 50. So they're now at like 2,100 satellites,
Ooh.
and they're low Earth orbit. So like HughesNet, that would be my only internet option. It's HughesNet, and Drew has
that's
HughesNet
horrible.
next door, and he can't even do lives or anything like that. So, and it's expensive because it's your
is.
only option. So I refuse to do HughesNet, and I'm just waiting on Starlink for internet.
There you go.
So hopefully they'll get that
Hopefully.
going for me.
Bobby says there's a new lady at the Havana post office.
Yeah, but the other one is, yeah, anyway,
Yeah,
don't get me
yeah,
going. I had a relative who worked there, so I got,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Doesn't work there anymore, but I had the inside scoop from when she did work there. Yeah, everybody knows HughesNet is awful, and it's expensive. And I can't really, I'd have to get a cell phone booster, because I get no cell signal in the house. You have to walk up the hill to get a bar,
Right.
maybe 2. So I'd have to run a 50-foot pole up with a cell phone booster,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not going to be a cheap option. Then you got to pay more for the data
Yes.
on a cell phone plan.
Right.
So
Yep.
I'm hoping Starlink comes through. The electric company is also supposed to be running fiber optic,
That'd be nice.
but that won't be.
That'll be a little while. Huh?
Yeah, that'll be next year at the earliest.
Yeah, they told me the same thing, that they're gonna run fiber out there, but
See,
it's
I'm
gonna be
in
a while.
I'm in Yell County, and believe it or not, Yell County is the most connected county in the state of Arkansas. We have the most fiber optic high-speed internet of any county in Arkansas, and it's all these chicken farms. You know, I've probably got 1 million chickens within a mile of me, and all of those are connected to regional centers. They monitor all kinds of stuff, so they need that internet at all these chicken farms, and Lucky me.
Right. There you go.
I got no septic or flush toilet, but I've got fiber optic high-speed
right.
internet.
You definitely have internet. RV Doc wants to know how many chickens you have.
No, I haven't counted. I'm around 120.
Oh.
Yeah. Give or take. Not counting baby chicks.
Right. Neighbors?
We're not counting. How many eggs do I have in the incubator right now?
Right. How many eggs are in the incubator?
I have 160 eggs, give or take, in the incubators right now.
Wow.
So I can go from 120 to 300 very quickly.
Goes up fast. What breed of chickens lays the most eggs?
Leghorns.
Leghorns.
I
I knew they answered that one.
Yeah, that's the breed.
Right.
Now there are hybrids. Like if you mix a Leghorn with a, what are they mixing with? Rhode Island Red or something like that. You can get brown layers that are just as productive as the Leghorns. The Leghorns are actually a heritage breed that have been around for a long time. But you can get hybrids that will lay more eggs than a Leghorn. In fact, the grocery store, the brown eggs you see in grocery stores, those are all hybrids.
Okay.
And they'll compete with the Leghorn on number of eggs laid in a year.
Very cool. Oh. Go through here a little bit and see if there was any other questions for you.
Possum Run Homestead needs to start baking. Hey, have any of you guys used duck eggs for baking? I've heard people love duck eggs. I was trying to tell her
he's
that.
trying to steer me away from the chicken eggs.
I know. No, I'm always trying to be helpful, whether or not it hurts me or not.
Yeah.
But no, I've just heard that people like using the duck eggs for better flavor or something in their baking. I'm wondering if anybody's used
I've never
eggs
used
for
the
baking.
duck eggs for that. I've always used chicken eggs, and yeah, when I start baking again, when I have my cabin done or stove and oven again, and start baking cakes again, well, we'll need a lot more eggs and a lot more chickens.
Yeah. Well, who do we know? We'll find somebody who will have ducks. See, you'll have extra chicken eggs, so you just
I'll have
trade
plenty
those
of
for
chicken
somebody
eggs,
who
yeah.
has extra duck eggs.
Yeah.
It'll all be
I just
fine.
use chicken eggs.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting into ducks someday. I'd need a pond and more acreage and
Right.
a guard goose and a livestock guardian dog and
Yeah.
yeah, all that good stuff. But
Yeah,
ducks.
but you'll have a lot of room for it.
Man,
in
there
your
are
place.
ducks that lay black eggs.
I saw that. I actually
that
saw that on
good.
Instagram the other day. Somebody was showing their black eggs. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm all about the different egg colors.
Asked you if you had a rooster in your bachelor flock.
Yeah, I have roosters in my. They're all roosters in the bachelor flock.
Had a question mark rooster in your bachelor flock. Oh, a certain kind of rooster. I must have missed that comment.
See, I've got a Welsomer in there, but he's mean, so I will not be using him to breed. And see, I want to expand. I want more flocks, so some of those are just in waiting for their own ladies.
Right.
Like I have my original 3 whiting true blue roosters that I got in October of 2018. Larry, his brother Daryl, and his other brother Daryl. Those 3 are in the fraternity boys flock, and I'd like to use them again. They're too closely related right now, but I could use them for Easter eggers or olive eggers. Those are in there. I've got a couple Morans in there that I want to keep as emergencies. What else do I have 2 young whiting true blue roosters in there. They're just getting up to crockpot size, I should say. And I've got a bunch of Easter egg or olive egger type roosters that are waiting for freezer camp. But yeah, some of those would be available. I would not use the ones that I would use for breeding. I'm not going to get rid of.
Right.
So
right.
that's the thing with us breeders is you're not going to get our best birds.
That's
We're
right.
keeping those for
You
our
gotta
breeding
keep
programs.
those for yourself.
Yeah. But I do have some nice roosters in there. If you don't care about their egg color genetics.
Right. David at Hoods Custom says, Mama V, are you going to get a wood-fired cook stove for baking? Nah, I'll get a propane stove for baking. I need to be able to control the temperature a little bit better
Oh, yeah.
than I can with the wood stove, with my inexperience. So I will get a gas stove, convert it to propane, and use
And
that.
you know, I've seen people do like outdoor wood-fired ovens.
Right,
You know, that could
yeah.
be something. You want
If-
something
I mean,
set that you know
when
that's
I
work that
learn,
you can
yeah.
control. But yeah, I'll help you build a outdoor oven
There we
someday.
go.
That way
Yeah.
she can experiment with
I
the
can
wood-fired.
experiment with it, and then I can, once I have some experience doing it over a wood-fired, I wouldn't mind doing that. Save me a lot of money
Yeah. Well,
off
yeah.
propane, to be able to just
Oh,
use
yeah.
wood stove. But I will have a wood stove in the cabin
For
and-
heat.
For
more.
heat, but not saying that one day I might have a wood cook stove, instead.
That'd be cool.
Switch it out with
It's nice to have options,
Yes, it is.
if the propane for whatever reason you can't get to it, have another method of easier with a wood stove. I
Right.
mean, we can cook on campfires, but if you've already got a wood stove, you're
Right.
a step ahead of everybody
Exactly. Yeah, I would like to have an outdoor kitchen. Just, I mean, it gets pretty hot here in the summertime. I
Yeah.
spent last summer, some of last summer here, and
else. Trust me, a stove and
having
oven will
everything
heat up
outside.
a tiny cabin in a hurry in
yeah,
the summer.
having an outdoor kitchen will make things a lot better in the cabin. Let me keep it cooler in the cabin.
Yeah. And there's really only a few cold days in the winter, so that's almost year round. You
Right.
would have access to using that.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
RV Doc asked, "Was your average cost of your chickens?" Depends on what kind of chickens and. Yeah.
Oh, cost for mine?
Yeah.
I'm selling baby chicks right now for $5, and yeah, those prices will go up. I'm not selling any older hens. You've got to come work for me like she did. Physical labor is how you get hens from me.
That's right.
But I tell you what, some people are doing with hens right now is you can buy them from these chicken production houses. That's about the only ones you can find. I'm seeing people list their hens and then taking the best offer, meaning it's an auction. So they'll have people send them direct messages. I'll give you $25, and then it's an auction.
Okay.
And hens right now of a breed, they're going for $30+ dollars.
Wow.
Like my Morans. I've got one olive egg that just started laying that dark green
Oh
egg.
yes, that dark. Oh, those beautiful. Did you figure
Yeah.
out which one it was?
Yep.
Awesome.
I said
Oh, it's
she.
the
I
most
could probably
gorgeous
sell her
eggs.
right now for $50 or $60.
Yes, the most gorgeous eggs.
Yeah.
Just- yeah.
But it doesn't. There's not much profit in raising them to a full-grown size before
Right.
selling them, because half of them are going to be boys, and people don't want to buy boys. So you've got to factor the boys into your food costs, and so you don't make a lot of money on growing adults for sale. What I can do is I'm doing experimenting for green eggs or olive eggs, and I'll need to grow out a batch so that I know what colors there's going to need. Once I test them, then I can make those available, and
Right.
you're getting some of my test
Right.
batch.
Yeah, that's
Test hatch
that's why I ended
chickens.
up with an extra one today, because he's like, "Hey, I've got some more girls that I tested, and you can choose from." So
Yeah.
yeah.
So in the future, I'd love to be able to raise more on, to adult size, because
Yeah.
they're hard. I'm in like 12 Facebook groups in Arkansas. That's all I use Facebook for, is for my chicken stuff.
Rockin'
And
Farm
it's
says
hard to
they're
find
interested.
laying hens.
Yeah, if you're interested, what's your email address? They send you an email?
Oh, yeah, if you're in Arkansas, yeah, bobbleheadstead@gmail.com. Bobblehead and stead without the home @gmail.com. And if you're in Arkansas, I do not have any adult birds available right now. I'll just have, right now, I'll have Easter eggers and green eggers hatching. Later on, I'll have Morans and white and true blues. Starting towards the end of May, I'll have the Morans and white and true blues. But thank you.
Very good.
I do have a website which I need to update, but so many hours in a day.
Does the different color eggs taste different? No.
No.
No. Nope. They're all the same.
My eggs will taste different than the ones you get in the grocery store.
Right.
It's not the egg color that does that, it's their life. So the ones in the grocery store, they never see the light of day. They never eat grass, they never eat bugs. All of their feed is given to them. And so those eggs are going to be different from mine, who get sunlight. That changes the composition of the eggs. They eat bugs, they eat weeds and grass and all kinds of stuff. So your backyard, and yeah, most people, you can tell the difference right off the bat.
Right, yeah.
A farm fresh egg is going to be richer, and
It's got that darker colored yolk.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yep, you really can tell the difference.
You can definitely tell the difference. When I started getting, in fact, my very first farm eggs were from you. And I used them, and I was impressed. And so I haven't bought eggs from the store again.
Yeah.
So,
Keep coming over.
That's
They're
right.
laying right now.
yeah, you hear them singing their song.
Oh, yeah, see, I speak rooster. You don't want to know what the roosters are saying.
Everybody's saying hi to everybody.
Yeah,
And
lots
hi to
of
everybody
Robertson
in
Belly
here,
Acres.
sorry.
The Bud Nuggets is in here. And how many
Haven't really-
people do I have in a live chat?
45.
45?
Well, I'm in top chat. Hold on. I'm in top chat. I gotta switch it over. Yeah, 45.
All right. Thank everybody for coming.
If I roosters.
Channel Lakes in Northern Illinois. No. I had family with a summer cabin on Wonder Lake. That's up there, McHenry, Woodstock area. But I grew up in Peoria, Illinois, and Central Illinois. But we went camping every weekend, so I've been all over the state.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know up there. Yeah. You got to get out of Illinois, dude.
Yeah, really. Rockin' In Farm says, do you get money from your Bobblehead Enterprise merchandise?
Yes, I do. That's through Teespring, and I do get a cut of that, and so yeah, that helps for everything. Helps for my life. So Bobblehead Enterprises. Yeah, merchandise is below
Does it say
most
that
of my
down the
videos.
Bottom there, yeah.
Okay, can you take over? I just had a naughty hen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a hen trying to escape over here. So
Give him the play-by-play.
give you the play-by-play. He's got the net.
You get in there.
He's after the hen.
Get in there. Get back in there.
Nah, she's gonna listen. She's gonna go jump back. She went back in, jumped right back in there. Doesn't even have to go anywhere near him with that net, do you?
All of my hens, pretty much all of my hens can escape. You catch them with this 3 or 4 times, they get the hint, and all you got to do is pick it up, start walking towards them, and they go right back in. So
All right.
training your hens to stop being
You
naughty.
need to get me one of them.
Yeah, don't get this kind.
Don't get that kind. Okay.
This is like a cloth,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah.
everything sticks in it.
Oh, all right.
I've got the ones with like the nylon.
All right,
Those
get the
work
nylon
better.
ones, all
Because
right.
you know those gumballs, those spiky ones?
Right, yeah.
It just clumps this
I don't
thing
have
up every day. You're lucky.
I don't have to go.
You want a sweet gum tree?
Nope. You know, my sweet gum trees are way out, so they're not in the area that I've decided to make my home. So I don't have
Lucky
those.
for you. Most people in Arkansas go through and get rid of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was told they had big root systems, so to get rid of them.
Oh, they grow back?
Oh.
Great.
Hi, Randy Moore. Hi, everybody. Actually, I haven't really been saying hi to anybody. Robertson Valley
Yeah.
Acres. I work
McHenry
Winterfield,
County.
Butt Nuggets
RV
Homestead.
service, moving south, maybe Tennessee. Yeah.
Nervous chickens do stupid things. They do.
What about stupid chickens?
Stupid chickens. No, nervous chickens do stupid things.
Oh yeah, I said that to butt nuggets one day.
That's who said it. That's who said it.
Nervous chickens are they're
Oh,
stupid.
my count must be off. Greg says 217 on live chat.
200? What?
Wow.
See, I can't see any of this stuff.
I can't either. Mine doesn't like update the counts.
Yeah, mine says 36.
Yeah, mine says 45. So yeah, we haven't updated, I guess.
Well,
how
that's a
many's
great
in live
folks in
chat?
here.
South Carolina, Ed says.
So probably have to refresh.
After
yeah,
refresh,
I don't want to refresh.
I don't want to refresh either. It was up to 221.
Wow.
At 209, Dory says. Very cool. 212 says Swampy Acres.
Thank you.
Man, you're
Are
a
we hitting
popular
those?
guy.
Yeah, cool.
That's pretty awesome.
My neighbors are like, what in the world?
Yeah, we're sitting out here talking to a phone.
No, they know. I've been here 4.5 years, so yeah. They see me walking around talking to my chickens with
Right.
a camera pointed at them. I'll be hunched over getting a daffodil picture, and he'll drive by and just shake his head.
Wow.
This is a great,
cool.
this is a great area. If you're looking, I'm telling you,
I tell you what, it is
we
amazing
got the
area.
41.36 is a few miles that way. Come on, homesteading.
Easier now,
David,
yeah.
he's just a hop, skip, and a jump there. You're, as the crow flies,
Yeah,
she
just
did
a
it
couple
again.
miles.
You're only like 5 miles, but it takes like 35
I know.
minutes to get there.
It takes a while to get there. Same thing with Simple Life Reclaim. They are, I can see them
Yeah.
pretty much, but takes a little while to get there.
Yeah, and it's all back roads, and there's a lake in between us.
Right.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
there's no easy,
Nope, no easy access there.
which is
but
good in
it's a
a
nice
lot of
drive.
aspects.
It's a nice drive though. Beautiful country.
Yeah, you can't beat the views. If you're going
Yeah.
20 miles an hour down a dirt road, you at least got something to look at around here. But it is beautiful. I know in Yell County we've got great fiber optic internet.
Right.
Cell phone service isn't that bad. Land taxes are low. Mine are 0 on this place with the homestead exemption.
Wow.
We do have higher sales taxes. The
Yeah.
land prices they've doubled
As we say, they're
in
going
the past
up
4
quick.
years. But they've doubled here, but it's still compared to
Compared, yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah.
You know, try finding 3 acres out in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. You've got 8.
I've got 5.
5?
A little over 5, yeah.
You can't find small acreage in states like Illinois
No,
or
no.
Ohio or Indiana. They're not allowed to section off, small acreage. So, yeah, Arkansas, it's land prices are going up, but it's still relatively cheaper than
Right.
a lot of other places. Oklahoma, people have been, leaving the bigger cities for Oklahoma also.
Right.
I think this is a great area in here.
It is. It is. It's a beautiful area. It's quiet. It's still down home. Mostly dirt roads. It is nice. I love it.
It's not overpopulated.
Nope.
It's you got to drive a little ways to get services and
Yeah.
stores you'd have in big cities. But
Right. Yeah. You do have to drive a little ways to, it's about an hour to get to the big buck stores. Besides, we've got a Walmart, of course, not too far, but. Still, even that's like 20-30 minutes, but 20-30 minute drive is not really that.
Everything is 20
it
or
seems
30
close
minutes around here.
now, after being out here.
Yeah. Shoot, I lived in Chicago. I didn't even have a car.
Yeah.
Good luck going to the grocery store and coming back on the bus and the train.
Oh, now I've got it. Now it came up 223.
All right. Thank
Whoa.
you, everybody.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, everybody.
It was quiet. Then you moved. Then you moved in. Ah, thanks. Yeah. Hey, we're having a good time up here. We've got a great community up here. We try to help each other out and just, if somebody needs something, all they do is call, One of us will come running. Is that a cherry blossom or dogwood behind you too? Hey,
You know what
Margie.
that is.
It's peach tree.
It is a peach tree.
It is a peach tree.
And
Beautiful.
I cut it. I was gonna kill it. My first. This was covered in a muscadine when I bought this property. I mean, covered. You couldn't even tell there was a tree under there. It was completely covered. So I didn't know it was a peach tree. So first time I ever used a chainsaw was getting ready to cut this thing down. But I left the stump because Fifi, my cat at the time, loved running up and down the stump and camping out there. So I left the stump, and it's regrown, and I have trimmed it, and it's regrown, but it produces tons of blooms, but only these little small peaches. Oh, yeah. That happens out in the country too. But you know your neighbors, so you know it's nothing.
Ain't nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
There
You
you
just
go.
got a new one.
Yeah, this did not have. It had some little bitty buds on it last week when I was over, and now look at it.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
But it
Beautiful.
does not produce peaches you can eat. And so I've done a lot of research into this. And what they've been doing for a while now is they use a rootstock of like ornamental peaches, and then they'll graft the fruiting peach onto the ornamental rootstock because, yeah, they do it for a reason. So what I think, this is an ornamental peach tree. It's not meant to produce food. And I've asked, what do they call them, arborists, experts on trees. I've at least, through bulletin boards, I've asked about it, and they think it's an ornamental, which makes sense because it's just covered in bloom.
Right.
It's a beautiful peach tree.
Yeah, it is pretty.
So I think it's an ornamental peach tree that's
All
meant
be
for
good.
blooms, not for eating.
I have a really.
Don't make
really-
us come over there
really-
to England.
Yeah, really. I have a high startle reflex. So, although, the gunshots don't bother me, the first one goes off, it yeah,
Oh yeah.
it
And
makes me
you're-
jump.
Yeah.
makes me jump. Arborist, Margie
Yeah.
said.
But it's not. You'd like a cutting of that.
I
yeah.
would, I would.
Put
That's
some
beautiful.
put some rooting hormone on your wish list.
Okay, I'll put some rooting hormone
Oh.
on my Amazon list.
Yeah, because we can probably just take a cutting of that, dip it in the hormone, stick it in some moist soil. It'll
Okay.
root itself, and this stuff grows so fast.
Yeah, we'll put one
See,
over
I got
there
more
on
naughty
the
hinds. Can you take
Possum Run?
over for
Yeah,
a couple
go
minutes?
ahead. You got some. Yeah, you got a couple naughty hens
See,
out.
once you let one of them out, the other ones,
They think they're gonna
they're
escape.
like, I'm gonna get away with it too. They probably need water.
Yeah, shoot out 3 doors down Sunday night. We are in the country. Wow. Yeah, I mean it's a normal thing around here. Even around my place too. And my peach tree hasn't produced in a few years because the frost keeps getting the blooms. Oh no. Thought MamaV was gonna take off. Hey, I jumped. All right. Yep, he's over there catching hens.
They need
They
water.
went back in.
They're getting out because they need water.
Oh,
So
they need
that's-
water. Better give those girls some water. But hi, everybody. You didn't get to say hi to. Land in southwest Maine is expensive. Can never move here now. The land next door sold for $250,000. No house, just land. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean it's going up. I mean it's about doubled since I bought my land. I actually was offered quite a bit for mine, and I love where I'm at. I've got a pond, I've got good neighbors, and a beautiful place, and I'm not giving it up. It would have to be a heck of an offer. You need some blanks and a pew for Shoot Dang Fest. You can get MamaV twerking. Oh, you're supposed to be good. You said you'd be good to me. Gotta run. Mary's gotta go. Have a great day, Mary. It was informative until I took over. Now Jeff's got the girls rounded up.
Give them a
Back?
quick gallon of water.
There you go. They got some more water. Angela Mills says, I've enjoyed watching you both on YouTube. I've met you both in person, learning about chickens. Awesome. How much land? $260,000. Well, yeah, that'd do it.
What? Somebody's giving me $260,000 for land? Thank you.
Yeah, that would do it. You know, that would make me sell.
There's 200 acres for sale somewhere on this road here
Oh, really?
for, I think it's 680,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
If we could all pool it together.
Yeah, really. We just all move there and just make the community one big, yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's got high-speed internet.
I bet.
If I had $1 million, that's what I'd buy me.
That's right.
Buy me all that land here.
Yeah, David's got the idea, man, setting up an Airbnb at his place with, 20 acres and got his own cabin over there to the side, and then, doing something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I've got video evidence. When I came down here, I wanted to do Airbnbs.
Yeah, I actually looked at the place that he bought when I first got here, and 20 acres was a little much for me. I didn't need that much land, and with his driveway, my bus would not have done it.
Yeah, no, it might have done it
so
once.
I turned it down.
But you ain't getting, yeah.
But I'm glad it stayed in the family here. It's a nice place.
Yeah, and I know one of his really close neighbors. I looked at it too. I didn't think it had been on the market. I knew it was for sale,
Yeah, it has
but
been
I didn't
on for a
know that
while.
they had put it on the market.
Yeah, they
but
must
they
have
took
taken
it back off.
Yeah, they must have took it off and put it back up.
And
again.
they raised the price when they put it back
They
on
did,
there.
because I
Sorry,
when I
David,
first
it's-
saw it, I didn't.
Still a good
Yeah.
value. 20 acres.
Yeah, I still did good.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful views. Nice. Oh, some of his trees are just amazing.
Yes. That beautiful pond
Unbelievable.
and, yeah.
Huge trees that have to be hundreds of years old.
Randy wants to know if I'm taking my chickens home today. No. My chicken coop's not finished yet. When we're done here, I'm uploading a couple videos and you'll see what's going on with my chicken coop.
Cool.
And when that is finished, and now I have to get the run finished also before I can bring them home, then I'll bring them home. But I want to get that done pretty quickly before rules change again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No chickens today. I got to visit them and pick my other one out. My brother lives in Missouri but has a house in Magazine. It's forever down a dirt road. Every time I go, I never want to leave. Yes, beautiful, beautiful area.
Yeah. There's still a few small acreage plots out in this area.
Right.
It's hit or miss on electric though.
Yeah, it is.
And my county is great for internet, but your county,
Yeah, not so great for internet.
you hit that county line and
But we also have a little difference in the power too. Like, I can get power over there cheaper than you can get power over here.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it goes.
I don't think I'm going to do it. I have that opportunity, has presented itself to be able to have power. But I think I'm just going to stay off grid for now. Oh yeah, speaking of chickens, Possum Run Homestead, do you want one of the roosters? Which one? I'm not sure yet. I would like to get a white and true blue rooster and a Maran rooster, but not until I have my white and true blues and Maran chickens.
And I tell you what, with roosters, you're gonna have the best luck of them being nice if you raise them as
myself.
chicks yourself.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Because, yeah, I mean, a rooster can be perfectly nice to me, but you take him away from his flock to a different flock, a different human, a different territory, and they can become a totally different rooster.
Right.
So,
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get chicks.
we need, Bud Nuggets and I need to get together, and we'll take care of your rooster.
Right, yeah, we need to do that.
Like soon.
Right.
Yep. And I got a couple helpers. You'll show up.
I will show up.
We'll send you home
Yeah,
with something to throw in
throw in my
crock
fridge,
pot.
Yeah.
Or
I've got to get me a little freezer. I want to get like one of those little 5 cubic deep freezers, So I can run that off my generator when my generator's running in the evening.
Once those get down to temperature,
And then it'll be fine.
The top one, open at the top, those will
Right.
maintain their temperature.
And
They
it'll
won't.
maintain its temperature the rest of the day.
they
My
won't
fridge
use a lot
does
of
really
juice.
good with that, actually.
Yeah.
I run generator at night, and during the day I don't have any power going to the fridge, and it's fine as long as I don't open it much.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I know the deep freezer
That'll
will
be
do the
different
same
when
thing.
it's 105 degrees outside.
Right, I'll have to switch. I'll be running it during the day instead of at night.
Yeah.
And we'll switch that around so that during the night it's,
Cool.
But, yeah, we'll just see how that goes, once it hits summertime. Ashley wants to know, how do you keep track of everyone's chickens and who has what chicken?
Oh yeah. I was telling you this earlier. With the first generation, I have enough brain power. But after that, I have spreadsheets. They're like Microsoft Excel, except I use the open office version. But I just have spreadsheets, and I can keep track of their family lineage, who is the mother, who is the father. I keep track of all my hatches, so I know when they went in the incubator, how many eggs went in the incubator, how many hatched. And then once they are hatched, I use leg bands. I use these little rubber band ones on baby chicks, and then those are only good for a few weeks, and then I'll switch to zip ties. Those are good for about a month, and then I use the plastic thicker ones. And I've now started using different colored plastic. They snap together, but they're numbered also.
Oh.
So I've got 001 and 002 and 003 and with different colors. Blues for my white and true blues. I'm using reds for the Morans. So that way, if I want to hatch one specific hen's eggs, from Morans, for instance, I've got one girl who lays a darker egg than everybody else. Well, one of these days I want to do a batch of only her eggs. So that's how I keep track of them, is through spreadsheets. I also have a spreadsheet that I keep track of egg production. I know, I have 7 flocks, so I can keep track of, okay, there were 4 blue eggs today, and I know I have 7 blue egg laying hens in that flock. So I can keep track of their egg production. I gave that up over the winter because it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to start doing that again. But yeah, keeping notes, keeping records, and leg bands. There are other methods. You can use wing clips. Some people punch holes in their toe, the webs of their feet, and I'm okay on the leg bands. I have had a case where a leg band came off, and I didn't know what it was.
Uh-oh.
So in that case, you find a friend who's looking for a free chicken.
That's right. Yeah, find somebody who needs a chicken and.
Yeah, I might have. See, if I'd have lost a leg band on one of my white and true blues, I could have gotten you one.
Golden. That's right. That's my.
But that was a good question. I get that a lot. Is how do you keep track of them, or what are those leg bands for?
Right.
And a lot of these chickens, they look exactly alike. So, like my example with the Morans, you can have 2 hens that look exactly alike, but one of them lays a darker egg than the other one. So those leg bands, I'm going to be able to tell those apart. So I know which one is laying that darker egg for my breeding program.
Very cool.
Yep, I'm not just a backyard chicken dude. I'm an actual breeder with.
He knows his stuff.
Yep.
He knows his stuff. That's why we come to him. Yeah. And I know exactly what eggs my chickens are laying. I've got one that lays a map on her eggs. It's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, you're gonna grab the map egg?
Don't drop them though, remember?
Nope, don't drop it. I've got one lady that she lays an egg that has dual colors of green, and the one she laid the other day looks like a road map, or not road map, a map. It's pretty cool.
See, what I did is I separated the hens. So when she laid an egg, she was the only one in there, so I know this is her egg. And then I labeled it at the top. So this is the one with the map on it. Can they see that very well?
Yeah, you can actually see it a little closer. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty. But it's got the dual colors of green.
Yeah. And she laid one today
and
that was
she laid
kind
one
of
today
similar.
that also had that.
And then she's also getting the hens that laid these 2 eggs.
Right. One is speckled.
And the other one's a darker, and it's
olive.
got speckles on it too.
Yeah, it does have some. The darker one has a little bit of speckles on it, and the lighter one has brown speckles.
And you'll get
So I'm getting a bunch of olives, and then.
and you'll know who's laying.
Exactly. I'll
Like
know.
if she stops laying, you're gonna know. Hey, is there something going up?
Yeah. If I don't get
up
the
with
one
her.
with that dual color on it, I know that something's up with that particular chicken. And then I've got one copper Maran that'll lay a brown. I have a blue chicken that's going to lay a brown. A white splash that lays an olive. And so I'll have a little bit of a variety. No blues yet, but I'm working on that. When he hatches his white and true blues, I'm going to get 2 from him later on. And I'm also going to cut a couple more black copper Marans or blue copper Marans later on too.
But we'll get you started.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can start hatching some and raising them, so this fall I'll have
Right.
have some available
That'll be
for you.
Well, I don't know how long you want to stay on.
Oh, I haven't even been paying attention.
Yeah, it is 2:11. Been going a little over an hour.
Yeah, an hour. See, I never do live shows. And you get me with somebody, and we can go back and forth, and
Right.
she can take over when I gotta give them water.
Paul says no dual color eggs, roast chicken time. It's a pretty egg. Not roasting that chicken. She's gonna
That
do a
hen,
layer.
she'd sell for $40-50, I bet.
Really?
Yeah,
Shh. Price is going up.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, if you need
Rusty and Rachel says, I'm still intrigued about how well Bobblehead knows all of his hens. I know. It's amazing. I mean, he can tell you, you can point at a chicken and he knows. He knows what they're laying. He knows what they're doing.
who their parents
Who their
are, who
parents
their
are.
grandparent,
Right.
one set of grandparents and the other set of grandparents. And I've got one, I started off with white and true blues and Welsumers, and I created green eggers. So then that generation, they laid a green egg. I bred them back to the Welsumer to try to make it a darker olive. And it wasn't a darker olive, it was a medium olive. And then, but only half of them laid the olive, the other half laid the brown. So then I bred them back to a blue egg breed. And so and you're getting some of them like my fourth generation that have come from here. And that's one of the benefits of finding somebody local.
Right.
We're going to have the same bacteria, viruses, same environment, same temperature. And I'm not a big on medications and stuff
Right,
like that.
yeah.
I'm more natural. So mine should have a good natural immunity for her place
For
a few miles
for
down
my
the
place,
road.
yeah.
So there are better breeds for homesteaders out there than what I have, but there's also a benefit to finding somebody very local to you, because those chickens have already become naturally immune to whatever's in your local environment. So that's yeah.
Mark wants to know, how old do they get before you retire them?
I've got my original Wine True Blues were a year old when I got them off Craigslist. So they're over 5 years old right now, and they're still pretty productive. So it depends, I've gotten eggs from the chicken houses, and they're done at 3 years old. They've laid all the eggs they're pretty much gonna lay. You might get one egg a week out of them. So, those breeds, 3 years old. Mine are hybrids, so they'll probably lay decently 6-7 years old. I'm about to find out. But these 5-year-olds, they don't lay every day all year. They took the winter off. It's spring, so I'll probably get maybe 4 eggs a week from them now. Then in the summer, it gets hot. They'll slow down. They'll go down to 1 or 2 eggs a week. And then the fall, so they'll still be productive. They won't be as productive. And then roosters, as long as they're fertile and active and doing their jobs, So I don't know. I've made it 5 years with some of them.
Very good. Liz got her first green egg today.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
That is exciting. Very cool.
And I tell you what, it never ceases to be. I still go check for eggs multiple times a day looking for that new layer. Oh, what shade of green is this girl gonna lay?
Right.
So, or Moran, so is it gonna be a darker one? And yeah, and even the white and true blues, I've got one that just lays a beautiful blue egg.
It's gorgeous.
And I love
Looks like you dyed it. I mean,
it does.
It's just that beautiful blue color.
More vibrant than the
Yeah.
other one. So
Very
I'm gonna have to isolate her, and I'll know who her parents are. I don't know. I've got 8 of them in there right now, so I don't know which of the 8 lays that blue egg, but I know one of them does. So what I'll do then is isolate her so I can find out which one laid that egg, and then because my records, I'll know who her parents are, maybe who her grandparents are, and then hopefully I can replicate that blue egg.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Oh, and those green ones. Those dark olives, those are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous eggs.
I've only got one hen.
I know.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The picture is amazing now that I changed it from 140 to 480. So crisp.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Ed says I did pretty well with the 4-H ones we got from Jeff until they had accidents in with predators until the last 7 months started losing them. Oh.
Yeah. Well, the 4-H ones are, I got a lot of those from BW Family Farm,
Oh, okay.
and they got them as baby chicks and raised them, and then they kept the best ones and showed them, and so they're the same breed as the ones they use in the chicken houses,
Okay.
but they have never been in a chicken house. So those are more natural. See, in the chicken houses, they'll turn lights on all winter long, so that they keep up their
on.
egg production.
Yeah.
And a chicken, when a baby chick is born, there are only so many eggs that girl is going to lay in her lifetime, and that's already predetermined. So if you keep the lights on over the winter, they're going to lay most of their eggs in their lifetime in that first 2 to 3 years,
Right.
and then they'll just stop. Whereas if you don't use the light and let them mature naturally, they're going to lay longer in life. So those 4-H ones, those were pretty good because they weren't, used up really quickly.
Right. Very cool.
All right, are we done? You got to go to the store
Whenever
and
you're
get
done.
some.
Yeah, I've got to go get diesel and gas for the generator and pick up some water and necessities.
Yeah,
Check the mail.
yeah.
It's always exciting to check the mail. Check the mail. Check P.O. Box and yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna grab Bobby Dix from Petty Jean River Homestead. He was in here earlier.
Yep, he's
we
still
need
here.
Yep, we need to go help her with her chicken coop and chicken run.
Yeah, get that chicken run and chicken coop finished. Got all the materials except for the siding. I need to get me 2 pieces of siding, one for the front or both sides. I've got the front and the back done with shiplap, some used shiplap that I found, and
Cool.
then just got the 2 sides left to do. Put my nice little automatic chicken door on there.
That's right.
Yeah,
And then you'll finally get to do your
finally get to do my review on that and see how that works and get me a little 6x12 run going off to the side of it so they'll have a nice safe place to be.
Yeah. And you've got a livestock barren, so
I got Baron.
those
I got
chickens
Baron.
are going to be well taken care
They will
of
be
and
taken
well
care of.
guarded.
And I will be getting a rooster, just not yet. So, yeah, I mean, if you'd like to call it, we can.
Yep. All right. Any last questions? Too bad. We're going. Thank you, Simply Jan Homestead.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you
Jan.
so much. Thank you, Mary in Texas, and Tim at Ridge Life for
Right.
the super chats. Thank you, Mama V, for coming
Oh,
over
you're
and
more
helping me do a live show. Who else we got to thank? All the great people. There's so many
Yes,
channels. Robertson Belly Acres.
a lot
We've
of
met
people.
up with them a few times.
Evita.
Simply Jan. Yeah. This is it's Spring is here. Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Spring
You probably
is
want to
here.
take
It
that
is gorgeous.
sweatshirt off.
I know. I'm about ready for just t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt on underneath it. I think I may take the sweatshirt off
Yeah,
pretty soon.
it was like 42
It was
when I
cool
woke
this
up
morning.
this morning. I bet it's
It
72
was.
right now.
It was, and it took the sun a little while to get up there and get warm, but it's nice now. We've got a nice little breeze and blue skies. Gorgeous day.
All right, and we're going to go enjoy it. So thanks so much for coming out. And thanks for those helping Altruistic Farmstead.
That's right.
On the replay, I'll make sure there's a link to Altruistic Farmstead in the description. So even watching their videos to help them become monetized, there's a PayPal link. They're trying to get that freeze dryer so they can provide more meals to people in need. And they do that every week when they're not coming all the way to Arkansas to cook meals and
Help
gift
other
cards
people,
and chop down trees and put up posts and so
Fences.
yeah. Jen and Wiley, thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you, Jen and Wiley.
for everything you do for everybody. And with that, take it easy, everybody.
Bye. Have a great day.